There are shoes that almost wiped out an entire species. Crazy, right? But can you imagine scoring headers was banned in football? If you think this is crazy, then this video has even crazier laws in football. And we'll see all the interesting ones today. Just hang around till the end. So here are 15 things that are banned in football. First up, we'll start with Neymar's banned boots. Apart from incredible football skills, Neymar has multiple talents, and one of those talents is gaming. He has his own gaming channel on Twitch, and he plays and heavily streams Fortnite. So, to promote an upcoming Fortnite event, Neymar switched his usual Puma Z boots for those promotional yet cool custom Fortnite boots. But this small thing was a problem. Turns out, those boots are illegal. According to the new rules, there's a ban in place of all provocative messages with political and religious themes, as well as promotional messages of different brands. Although Neymar's new custom Fortnite boots were cool as hell, he couldn't wear them in an actual game. Such a missed opportunity. But at least Neymar's boots weren't trying to endanger the life of an entire species. Well, you ask how? Then listen, when David Beckham transferred from Real Madrid to LA Galaxy in 2007, the British animal welfare group Viva showed him a video of kangaroo being slaughtered. These were allegedly the same kangaroos used to make his boots, and it immediately struck him. When the California Supreme Court discovered the reality behind this new line of Adidas boots, they banned Adidas from selling any boots made of kangaroo leather. Beckham promptly decided to shift to the synthetic version. But then we have Mr. Paul Mullen, who decided to have some customized kicks to show off his political views. Mullen's boots went viral, so the management issued a statement. While the player and everyone else have the right to their own opinions, they wanted to take a neutral stand on the situation, and having Mullen play for them was an unnecessary nuisance. When we look at it, it's a fairly standard press release. However, sports should be kept out of unneeded political debates. Although we sports fans don't take politics too seriously, this is something serious. Sir Alex asks that a specific type of boot should be banned after an incident that cost him his top player. Roy Keane was an absolute beast on the field, but he was injured in a tackle and was out of the game for 2 months. When the scan results came in, Sir Alex Ferguson said he found bladed boot marks on Roy's shin, which made him go crazy. Manchester United instantly outlawed all types of bladed boots. But it's not just boots that are being booted out of the game. Shirt bans are also in the list as well. As the 2002 World Cup approached, the competing teams began to release their jerseys, and all was going swimmingly until Cameroon chose to present their version to the World Cup kit, and FIFA lost their mind. FIFA was not pleased with Cameroon's choice to release these contentious uniforms and asked they be replaced before the World Cup began. Keith Cooper, FIFA's spokesman, referred to them as vests rather than shirts. This was banned since it wasn't a legitimate shirt, but what's the first rule of manufacturing kits? You never replicate your arch rivals. But Barcelona's away kit for the 2021 season looks exactly like Real Madrid's home kits. Barcelona's top officials instantly saw the error and had it removed before the crowd could see it. When it comes to football shirts, the governing organizations have guidelines that guide them, like always wearing your shirt. However, if you have an opportunity to be playing a game, score a fantastic goal, and decide to pull a Cristiano Ronaldo, the referee is going to show you a yellow card. According to the International Football Association, stripping off your shirt after scoring is unnecessary, and players should avoid excessive celebrations of joy. It's generally considered bad behavior, so unless you're eager to get a yellow card just to show off your six-pack, you can choose to celebrate while wearing your shirt. There have been a lot more controversial bans imposed by FIFA and IFAB in the past, but it reached an all-time high last year. All football fans like us were incredibly excited as the 2022 World Cup approached. Qatar expected a large number of supporters to fly in from all over the world to watch their national teams play. However, I'm sure they didn't know that until the last minute how these fans were. Because this controversial law almost ruined the competition, Qatar has a stringent alcohol policy, and certain national fans, particularly Englishmen, love their beers, but this wasn't going to work in Qatar because alcohol is strictly prohibited across the country. Fans were still attempting to recover from this when another problematic ban was issued just a few weeks later. The One Love armband emblem was supposed to be used by countries such as England, Germany, and the Netherlands to support LGBTQ+ and same-sex initiatives. However, in Qatar, being anything other than straight is banned. As a result, it was prohibited. A Gulf country and a ban on homosexuality are still anticipated, but when the SPL issued a bizarre new restriction a few years ago, many people were just wandering with confusion. According to Glasgow University research, former football players were 3.5 times more likely to die from brain disease. The Scottish Football Association had come to an agreement the day before that it would ban professional footballers from heading balls. Before they even had this law in action, there was already a ban restricting headers in training for under 12 teams across the country. Even while this feels silly, it pales in comparison to the next one. When it comes to goalkeepers and their gloves, the sponsor logo on a goalkeeper's glove cannot be larger than 20 square centimeters, which means that any designs or branding on gloves that exceed these dimensions would be in violation of the rules. To get around this, popular goalkeepers like the legendary Giovanni Buffon have previously worn tape covers on their gloves in European games. This tape is not just used to conceal sponsor logos from UEFA, it's also used to conceal something entirely different. Professional footballers are frequently seen wearing high-fashion attire on match days, yet all of that expensive drip is kept in the changing rooms and off the pitch for a reason. The governing authorities have prohibited all forms of jewelry from the game as part of their player protection criteria to ensure that no one is injured as a result of any inadvertent collisions. In addition, athletes wearing wedding bands are permitted to tape their fingers to continue the wedding. Speaking of having tape on your hands, I'm curious how it would fare against the Elfies' recent ban on long throw-ins. Here's the deal. Teams that specialize in deadly balls from long throw-ins, such as Stoke City and Wrexham, frequently have to employ towels given by fans or placed at the pitch site to dry the balls and improve their grip. However, the EFL recently determined that using these towels or other equipment to clean balls before throw-ins is no longer permitted. You've undoubtedly guessed by now that FIFA hates anything that violates its regulations, including the cool ones. They had this thing prohibited after all. Back in the early 2010s, snoods were a prominent fashion trend in the game, and when players like Samia Nazari, Carlos Tevez, and Mario Balotelli started wearing them, everyone wanted them. But the FIFA president at the time claimed he didn't like them, and Blatter supposedly said snoods were harmful in a meeting with all the top officials later that year. Don't bother asking why. Because he believes it has the ability to strangle a player. FIFA doesn't stop there. Even players are getting banned by FIFA. Brentford star Ivan Toney was recently found guilty of violating betting rules, and his appeal was denied. As a result, he had been banned from participating in any form of football for more than 8 months. But here's some juicy info. The major sponsors of Brentford's home and away kits are Hollywood Bets, and FIFA doesn't mind. Don't know why? Can you tell me in the comments what could be the reason behind this? That is it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video about crazy football bans. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. Until next time, keep watching.